For some reason, I can't tell if this is working. Well, I don't know. Well, this is a completely different look, and I don't know if Facebook did an update or if it's from my phone's last update that just got done, so I don't know if this is working or not. Well, hey Kayla, it's working. Okay, cool. Thank you, Kayla. And just wanted to I wanted to come on live yesterday, and I was just so tired. I didn't have the energy to express how wow the training seminar was that I went to. But even more wow what happened on my drive home. And then even more wow about what just happened, okay? So maybe there was a reason God didn't release me to talk yesterday or to share what happened. First of all, the conference that I attended the last 5 days was a speakers training conference, okay? And I went not knowing why I was there. I knew I had a story to tell, and I needed to see what God wanted to do with it. So the amount of information that we all took in was so much that it just absolutely wows you. But here's what was crazy, okay? It was like I didn't go to a training seminar. It was like I went to a women's conference, where each person that was there, I mean, they spoke life into me, whether they realized it or not. Anything that was said, God was using that little layer like an onion, like I've shared before. He has just used again and again different people to speak words of life, and it was an amazing conference. But when I left the conference, I still didn't know what I was supposed to do. I knew God had given me a call. I knew that I had been educated and empowered to take different steps once I got back home, to do a website, to start a Facebook page for speakers, and to start just really praying on what God really wanted me to do. So I was okay with that because I now have the tools. I just didn't know how he wanted me to go or do, and there's still a lot of questions, but I want to tell you what happened. So I left, I guess it was, I don't know what day I left. I guess it was Monday morning when I left Sue's at 4:35. And so I drove for a couple of hours in the dark, and we were in the mountains, and there was some windiness, which I thank God it was dark, because that way I didn't get sick, because all that moving. Well, about 6 something, the sun started to peek over the mountains. You could see it coming, and it was just, you could see it. And I said, oh, this is going to be pretty. And so a little bit later, I look, because you could see the brightness. And so I glance over, and it's like to my left. So, I mean, I just looked over, and the sun was like, it was touching the earth. Sorry, I just had a call come through. The sun was so bright and orange that, I mean, it just took my breath away. And I was like, Lord, wow. I mean, what a way to end this conference, you know, just his majesty. And that's one thing he keeps telling me in Psalm 8. The God that created this universe cares for me. The one that hangs the stars, the sun, the moon, and everything, he cares for me. So in the moment of just admiring creation, one word came to my mind. I wasn't looking for a word. I wasn't saying, what do you want me to do, Lord? I was just in awe of his majesty. And the word jail comes to my mind. And I said, verbally out loud, God, are you telling me you want me to go serve in the jails? As I'm saying this out loud, I'm taking a curve, and the sun rays filter through the trees and hit me slap in the face. And it was the most warm, amazing feeling, like to my skin. I'm not talking about a heart, ooh, goo, goo, gaga feeling. The warmth to my face. And I said, okay, I'll serve in the jails. So then I said, well, Lord, how do you want me how do I provide for this? If you want me to go to the various jails, if you want me to go to a specific jails, how do you want me to, how are we going to do this? Okay. So as the date since yesterday morning, I talked to my husband about it. I have some information that's being networked, and just to see if I can get some information. But one of the things we learned through this conference was that it's okay to host your own event. So I'm like, okay, so I'm praying about that. Well, today I started seeing a counselor after my dad passed away last year. And so I was telling her all about the conference and about how God spoke through that son. And she looked at me and she said, Stacy, I just met with the board with Pathways, and they're looking for someone to go into the jails for the women. Hello. I said, oh my gosh. So she made a call. And got everything. Anyway, I'm supposed to talk with someone one day next week about that. So already God is opening the doors on what's supposed to happen. So I just had to share that with y'all. And then one thing really cool happened that I've got to go. As our session was over with, someone called the counselor and said, I think I left my glasses in your couch. Okay. So she's looking through her couch for these glasses. Well, there were no glasses there, but there was a piece of paper says, the one who feeds the birds cares for you. The one who clothes the flowers is your provider too. So in that moment, my question is, God, how are you going to provide? How are you going to do this? And he says, I'm your provider. I already knew that, but he just gave me that little nugget. So anyway, y'all be praying, and pray that the Lord will show me what he wants me to do as far as what jails I'm supposed to do, about hosting my own conference, about just pray that God would just lay the path. All right? Y'all have a great day. Thank you.